On this week's podcast, I'm talking to Lisa Star Ahna, and Lisa is one of our senior licensed Reiki master teachers with the International Center for Reiki Training. She's been a holistic healing practitioner for over 33 years. And I don't know how, because you don't look old enough, Lisa. She also has a private practice where she works with clients individually, and she teaches all of the ICRT Reiki classes. And you also have courses in about chakras and chakra development, Lisa, isn't that correct?
I do, yeah. I used to teach a chakra healing retreat where it was come together for 3 days. And in the last couple of years, at the request of my students, I have turned it into a 7-week home study program, but it's more of a Reiki mentoring program. So I work one-on-one with you, and there's a group of us. I take about 6 students. We go through one chakra per week, and it's on Monday morning. There's text messages in our group every day. There's a lesson every day. I wrote a Chakra 101 manual that we go through in that 7 weeks. So it's more home study than it is come to attend a class, but we have a lot of fun in that 7 weeks.
Oh my gosh, it sounds fantastic and really appropriate right now for these times, and great opportunity to study with you. Before we get started, I just wanted to let you know that in February, we have some classes coming up, a Karuna Reiki class, and also in March, I will be offering all of the ICRT licensed classes, the level 1 and 2 and masters, as well as Animal Reiki level 1 and 2 and masters in the Australian time zone. So go ahead and check that out. If you don't already get our newsletter, there's a link to that in the podcast description. So check that out. And there's also a link to my schedule if you'd like to book a private Reiki session. And our classes are all available in our calendar and online, which is also there in the description. Lisa, what do you have coming up in the next little while?
I teach a Reiki 1 and 2 for beginners class once every month.
Mm-hmm.
My schedule for the whole upcoming next year is on my website. And I teach the Reiki Master class about every 3 months. And I teach the Chakra class about every 7 weeks. I also teach a chakra drumming class every couple of months. And whatever else I can fit in. I love to learn. I'm a workshop guru. So whatever I learn, I like to pass on. So but my website is always updated. My website is healinglightreikicenter.com. So
we will put a link to that too.
Or you can reach out to me, Lisa at healinglightreikicenter.com.
Perfect. And we'll put those in the description for anybody who didn't get them.
Awesome. I also offer distant healings for anybody who wants to have a private session with me. I have an office where you can come to me, but that's in Orem, Utah. So if you don't live in Orem, Utah, don't worry. We can still give you a really awesome Reiki treatment via distance. So no matter where you live, I can offer a distant healing session. More information about that is also on my website.
On your website. And I actually only do distance sessions now. They're so powerful.
Oh, wow.
It works really well. Before we go too much further, I'm just going to invite everybody to bring your hands together in Gasho, close your eyes, and just activate your Reiki energy and breathe. And I invite you to activate the Reiki energy within each of your chakras today. Your crown chakra, your third eye or your brow chakra, your throat, your heart chakras, your solar plexus, your sacral chakra, and your base chakra. And today we'll be talking all about the base chakra and how a knowledge and understanding and the health of your base chakra can impact your immunity. And so I just invite you to listen with your mind, your body, your heart, your soul, and your spirit, and your emotions, and with all of your chakras opened and available today. Aho and namaste. So, Lisa, tell me just a little bit about what makes you so interested in chakras. And then maybe you can tell us a little bit about why the base chakra is so important right now.
Okay. I have been, like you mentioned before, I've been doing Reiki for over 30 years. And I'm plenty old, by the way, to do Reiki. But thank you for that compliment. I am almost 60, and I blame Reiki that I get to feel young at heart still because I do so much Reiki. I call it my youth drugs. So I have been doing Reiki for a long time. And it was after the death of my son that I really started to dive into the chakra system, because after it was in 2001, and my oldest son, he was 19 at the time when he passed away. And then a year and a half later, his father, my first husband, passed away. So my practice then became, as you, those of you who are Reiki practitioners, you might agree with me that it seems like whatever you're working on and whatever your issues are, you attract clients who are working on the same thing. And there is a reason for that.
Mm-hmm.
When I heal, you heal, I heal. And when we come together and we're working on the same thing, and our energy attracts that. So my energy was attracting a lot of grieving parents who have lost children. And what I'm noticing with these parents is they're getting sick. After they lose a child, they have all kinds of health problems that come up, and they're getting sicker and sicker. And I also worked a lot with spouses who had lost a spouse.
Mm-hmm.
They're having autoimmune disorders. They're having a lot of chronic illnesses. And I started to relate the two. And I'm like, okay, so we're in fight or flight mode. We're in survival mode. That is the first chakra. The first chakra is related to the fight or flight. It's related to survival. It's also your tribal center. This is our energy center that it's very tribal. It's related to our foundation, our roots, our family patterns, the family that we're born into, our ancestors, the family we have now. It's a very tribal energy center. And it's also related to feeling safe and secure, feeling like all of your needs are being met, feeling grounded, feeling rooted, and having enough.
Mm-hmm.
So we lose a loved one, and it's almost like we're uprooted. And there's a lot of things that uproot us, by the way. There's not just this, but that's just how my journey got started, was with the death of my son and my first husband. When we feel uprooted, whether we're losing a job that we've had for 15 years, or we're losing a home, or we're moving into a new home, or we become an empty nester, there's a lot of things that can uproot us. It's really important that we look into the health of our first chakra, being that it is our root chakra and it supports our immune system. And if there's any time ever there was on this planet to look at your immune system, it's now. The last
Right
2
now.
have been pretty crazy with the pandemic.
Yeah. Yeah. I could see that. And with the pandemic, and as a scientist, you're very aware that there's always a possibility for mutations and always a possibility that the vaccine won't necessarily cover the mutations. So I just think there's so many reasons to care for your immunity and your base chakra. And
Well, one of the things that I have witnessed with my clients and what's going on in the world is fear. We have fear. So fear, and even doctors will agree, fear and stress attacks your immune system.
Yeah.
Before any other kind of virus or bacteria can. It's the fear that lowers your immune system, because fear throws you into fight or flight. And then your adrenals are shot, your immunity is lower. So we need to look at ways that we can combat fear. So if we let go of, say, take our focus away from fighting the virus or fighting an illness or fighting this pandemic, take our focus away from fighting and bring our focus into, how can I love my body? How can I take care of my immune system? How can I get stronger? And self-empowerment comes from self-awareness. To get self-awareness, one must understand their own energy anatomy. So we're taught in elementary school, if you remember, probably all of us in about 7th or 8th grade, we had our health classes where we had to memorize our respiratory system, our muscular system, our digestive system. What about the chakra system? I feel like needs to be taught in elementary school. We need to learn about our chakra system. Our chakras are little databases. Our chakras are, chakra is a Sanskrit word, and it means spinning wheel. So it's the spinning wheel of energy that we are constantly bringing energy into and sending energy out from. So you are doing your life based on the health of your chakras. So going back down to the first chakra, fear of survival, fear of getting sick, fear of not having good enough health. That is all in your first chakra. So let me tell you a little bit about this first chakra. What I'm going to do for a minute is read to you from the manual that I wrote, just so that I can stay a little honed in and focused. So those of you listening, grab a notebook and a pen. Put us on pause for a minute and grab a notebook and pen, because I have some really good notes for you. And I have some ideas for you on, how do I know if my first chakra is out of balance? And if it is, how do I bring it into balance? So I'm going to talk fast. So grab a paper and pen, because this is
let's talk fast too.
I could take 8 hours to talk about. So I'm going to talk fast to give you as much information as possible. Okay, so your first chakra. This represents your connection to Divine Mother or Mother Earth. This chakra is concerned with basic physical needs and human survival, with family issues, a sense of belonging, and your tribal roots. This is the energy center that keeps you grounded and connected to planet Earth and to nature. The first chakra resonates with money issues, feeling safe and secure, having a strong foundation, and feeling stable. So here's some characteristics to watch for if your first chakra is out of balance. Being self-centered, overly concerned with physical survival, being a bully, being self-destructive or having self-destructive behavior, being needy or greedy, and living in scarcity with fear of never having enough. When we live in scarcity and we're afraid that we don't have enough money, or we're gonna lose our jobs, or I don't have enough love and support from my family. When we start to feel like we don't have enough, then we start to get needy, and then we start to get greedy. And that puts out an energy of almost being a bully, because we push people away with that.
Okay.
Okay, so associated body parts for the first chakra are your bones, your skeletal structure, your joints, your spine, and your immune system. And that's the most important thing right now that we want to talk about. To start this new year out with, let's talk about self-empowerment. Let's talk about self-awareness. Let's talk about loving our body. Let's talk about how to build our immune system instead of what's taking our health away, instead of what's taking our immune system down. Let's talk about what can we do to build it? How can we make sure that we feel self-empowered and that we feel love? So the physical symptoms of an out of balance root chakra could be low back pain, scoliosis, autoimmune disorders like fibromyalgia, lupus, chronic fatigue syndrome, reoccurring colds and flu, joint inflammation, constipation. Let's look at when your root chakra is healthy. So think about this. How are you feeling in your root chakra when I explain what a healthy root chakra is? Just, we're not judging. Don't criticize yourself. Don't judge yourself. Just feel around about this. When you heal your life through your first chakra and you claim your power in this energy center, you will have high physical energy. You will feel grounded, safe, and secure. Your foundation will be strong, and you will have a healthy relationship with money. Mastering the root chakra helps you grasp the importance of a fit, healthy body as you travel upwards to higher and higher levels of consciousness. The basic issues of hunger and thirst, shelter and safety must be met before a person can move upward on their journey. The root chakra is a vital foundation for the rest of your chakra system. So I know we have 7 main chakras, and you all probably know that. We have 7 basic chakras. We have more than that, but that's like another weekend. That's another 5-year study. We have 7 basic chakras. And it's fun to hang out in the upper chakras, right? Our upper chakras are all spiritual and they're all happy and they're all light and it's spiritual guidance. But we have to get into our bodies. We have to be in our first chakra. That's something that a lot of us light workers, maybe some of you listening can relate to this. I know I see this in my own students, and I did this with myself. When we first start on our spiritual journeys and we start learning about Reiki and we start learning about the chakras, or we start learning about connecting to our spiritual guidance and we start learning about our intuition, we are in our upper chakras a lot. So our 5th and 6th and 7th chakras are more related to our spiritual existence. And our 1st and 2nd and 3rd chakras are more related to our physical existence. And the heart chakra is the bridge between our spiritual existence and our earthly existence. So what I see a lot of us doing when we start on our spiritual existence is we spend a lot of time, like in our 6th chakra, talking to our spirit guides, developing our intuition, meditation and prayer. And our 7th chakra, our connection to our highest self, and really learning how to channel God's wisdom and connect to our highest self. And that's fun and it's wonderful. And I love being all airy like that. But here's the deal, everybody. We're here on this planet. You chose to be here, right now, in this time. Even during this pandemic, you chose to be here. So be here. Take a stand and be here. All of this beautiful spiritual guidance that you've been channeling, it's not going to do you any good up here. You need to bring it into your body and you need to ground it with Mother Earth. And in fact, before we end today, I'm going to do a little meditation with you to help you bring that energy down and ground with Mother Earth, because it's there that we want to manifest. We have our physical bodies. We need to pay attention to our physical body and be able to manifest here in this physical realm. So it's important that you dive into your first chakra and really look at the issues there of what is it time to heal? What are you ready to let go of? Okay, questions I have for you. Do you still have your pen and paper ready? I have some great questions for you. Okay, number 1, list patterns that you inherited from your family. Look at physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual patterns. Okay, for example, in my family, I'll give you an example. Women in my family choose careers in healing. That's a pattern, right? My great grandmother was a midwife, and she lived in a little teeny town, and it didn't matter who was being born. If it was a horse or a goat or a human, she was right there to deliver the babies. And my grandmother did a lot of crystal healing. So the women in my family tend to be healers. That's a family pattern. And that is in my root chakra, my tribal energy center. Okay, another one, the women in my family tend to be martyrs. Oh, yeah. Do we know what a martyr is? I do. I'm a monumental martyr. I can be. The martyr is, all right, somebody's got to do it. It might as well be me. I'll do it. Okay, it's Thanksgiving. You all go out to the movie. I'll stay home and clean up the mess. Somebody's got to do it. The martyr. Okay, the women in my family are martyrs. That's a pattern. Okay, the women in my family are bossy. We're bossy and we're loud. That can be good and that can be bad. It just depends on how balanced we are. But the reason that I'm asking you these questions, and I hope you're writing them down, is because I want to bring all of your attention into your first chakra, in your tailbone area. Okay, so that's what these questions will do for you. They're going to, where your attention goes, it grows. And we want to grow good energy in your root chakra. Okay, here's your second question. Number 2. Do any of your family patterns still have authority over you that do not serve your best interest and highest good? Okay. Do any of your family patterns still have authority over you that do not serve your best interest and highest good? Okay. For example, here's a pattern. Here's a belief system. My aunts, I've always heard my aunts and my grandmother and my mother, they've always said that the women in my family have thunder thighs. I've always heard that. We're short and we have thunder thighs. This does not serve my best interest and highest good because I bought into that. And I never had the confidence to wear shorts. I hardly ever wear shorts. I always like to wear skirts or longer pants because I bought into that belief system. That's a family pattern. It's a tribal belief in my tribe that the women have thunder thighs. So you want to look at this. What family or tribal beliefs does your tribe have that are not supporting your best interest and highest good, that don't make you feel good, that don't make you see? The first chakra is all about feeling safe and secure. Feeling safe and secure in your world, in your own environment, and in your body. Feeling safe and secure. The fact that all the women have thunder thighs doesn't make me feel safe and secure. So which beliefs in your tribe don't make you feel safe and secure? Look at that. Here's another one in my tribe. It takes blood, sweat, and tears to have anything good in life.
Ooh.
How many of us have heard that? It
Yeah.
takes blood, sweat, and tears.
Or at least hard work.
Yeah, hard work. So that resulted in me being a workaholic. So I'm constantly working on balancing. For one, I love my work, so it's really hard to not work because it's play. But I still have to look at that. I tend to be a workaholic.
Yeah.
And okay, so now we're going to move on. Number 3, do you have any unfinished business with your family members? What are you holding on to with your family members? If yes, ask yourself, what prevents you from healing these tribal relationships? What prevents you? What's holding you back? And here's a situation. If you're a Reiki practitioner, use the distant healing symbol to send Reiki to that family member that you're still holding anything with, that in any specific situations or unfinished business. You know how to use the distant healing symbol, I'm assuming. So write down the name of your family member, write down the unfinished business, and send distant healing. Maybe it's not going to do any good for you to confront that family member. Because it's really not about that family member. It's about you and your own healing and feeling safe and secure in your root chakra. And maybe it's just writing a letter and burning it. And it doesn't matter if this family member is still alive or not. You can still do the healing work with that distant healing symbol. Okay, we've got just a few more things that I want to share with you that can help you to bring energy into your first chakra and help you heal that. So make a list all the blessings that you feel come from your family tribe. Make a list of everything you're grateful for. My grandma used to always say, gratitude is latitude. And I would read that. It was on her fridge. She had a magnet and it was on her fridge, and she would change it out every once in a while, different readings and different little things. And I would read it constantly. Gratitude is latitude. Latitude, I don't get it. Latitude, longitude, I don't even get all that stuff. What does that even mean? And boy, oh boy, do I get it now. Do you know that just a simple prayer of gratitude or a blessing of gratitude raises your frequency by 12 points? So if you're feeling in your peace, if you're feeling all yucky, if you're feeling like, ugh, nothing ever goes right for me, what is wrong with me? Just stop for a second and say a simple prayer of gratitude. I'm really grateful for my legs today. They're getting me up and down the stairs. That simple. I'm grateful for my eyes. I get to watch the sunrise. A simple prayer raises your frequency by 12 points. So list all the blessings that you feel come from your tribe. Okay, next one. If you are a parent, what qualities would you like your children to learn from you? I know we've all messed up our kids, but really great things. There's some really good things that you have passed down. So give yourself some credit. As a parent, what qualities would you like your children to learn from you? What tribal traditions and rituals would you like to continue and pass down? There's got to be, like my mother always keeps up her Christmas tree until Easter and decorates it for Valentine's, and she decorates it for St. Patrick's. She decorates it for Easter, and then she finally takes it down. I did that tradition for a while, but then I ran out of space and I had to take my tree down. But there are some really cool things in your tribe that I'm sure you could pass on. And those are things to be grateful for. That raises the frequency of your tribal energy center. Last one here. What tribal characteristics within yourself would you like to strengthen and develop? What tribal characteristics within yourself would you like to strengthen and develop? Okay. So before I go on to just a couple of more things, Pam, do you have any questions or anything that you would like to throw in there about the first chakra?
You and I have talked about the first chakra before. So I was prepared for this actually. And yet I'm thinking, oh, there are still a few patterns in there that I have to address. And there's also some beautiful blessings in there as well that I received from my family. So I really love that you brought both of those up, Lisa. And you've also told us some of the things that show that it might be out of line. And I think maybe just the importance of having it balanced and aligned. But I think you addressed that. It's just there are so many benefits to having this chakra aligned. And I guess the one thing I will ask is it okay to focus on one chakra over the others?
That's a really great question. So what I like to do is, if you haven't done a lot of chakra work, start with your first chakra.
Okay.
By the way, I do have a series of meditations that I wrote for each of the chakra. It's called You Can Heal Your Life one chakra at a time. And if you just Google that, you can heal your life one chakra at a time. Then it's 7 different meditations to help cleanse each of the chakras. And I tell you about the essential oils and the crystals. I tell you a little bit about each chakra, and that can assist you in taking you through one chakra at a time. So if you are going to do some chakra healing, start there. Start with your first chakra. Stay there for a week. Stay there for a month. Stay there for 3 months. Whatever it is that you feel like doing. When I work with my clients who have lost children or they're going through the grieving process and they feel uprooted, we work on that first chakra for a couple of months. I have all kinds of different worksheets that I give them and different exercises that we can do. And we stay there until we have a really good, strong foundation, until we feel ready to move up into the other energy centers. So I would definitely recommend that you stay really focused on one chakra at a time. And right now I'm recommending that everybody stay focused on the first chakra until you feel really strong and healthy and empowered. We're not giving our power away to fear. Mm-hmm. We're not giving our power away to the what ifs. What if I get sick? What if I get COVID? What if I lose my job? What if I don't get the vaccine? What if I do get the vaccine? We're going to step out of fear and we're going to step into self-empowerment. So some ways that you can step out of fear, some more ways you can step out of fear and really make sure that you're creating a foundation. There's a couple of things. One of the questions that I ask my students and clients is, do you put all your eggs into just one basket? Do you put all your life's purpose into just your career or just your marriage or perhaps just your children? Do you invest the majority of your time in service projects or community efforts? Are you obsessed with working out at the gym or physical fitness? There could be many reasons why you have chosen to come here and experience your humanness. When you have convinced yourself that you have only one purpose in this lifetime, what happens when that one purpose is gone or doesn't seem to work anymore? Always have death, divorce, layoffs, health issues, etc., that can rock our foundation and leave us in fear and feeling uprooted. So get in touch with the many different reasons or purposes for you to be here, grounded with Mother Earth, reasons for you to be engaged and alive. Then when one of those reasons are no longer here, they no longer exist, or it changes, it won't be so devastating because it wasn't the only egg in your basket. What you can do here is draw a circle and then make it a pie. So just draw a bunch of lines through it and make it like 8 different sections in your pie. And I have my clients who are going through feeling uprooted and feeling fearful. I have my clients write down in each of those sections a reason to be here. So I had a client that I worked with, and she was married for 40 years, and her husband left her after 40 years. And it was one of those horrible stories of leaving her for a younger woman and 40 years of marriage. And she never worked outside of the home. She devoted her entire life to her marriage and her husband and what that marriage needed, whether it was being a mother, whether it was being a homemaker, being a wife, it was whatever supported her husband is what she did. And it took me about 4 months. It took us about 4 months to help her fill in those pie sections. Just had one pie, one piece, and that was supporting her husband and supporting that marriage. And then once he left, she was left with, what's my purpose? What am I here for? And you know what? We started with, I said to her, okay, I happen to know that you have 6 cats. And she says, no, it's not that I'm an old cat lady. It's just my cat had kittens and I couldn't give them away. And I said, that's okay. But if you're not here, who's going to love those cats? Who's going to talk to them every day? Who's going to feed them every day? Who's going to touch them every day? Put that in your pie. So we started there. We started with, okay, She felt a little more grounded. She felt a little more connected and had just a little bit more reason to be here. So I really suggest that you each make yourself a circle, cut into the pie, write down in each of those sections 8 different reasons to be here and that keep you connected. Don't put all of your eggs into one basket because life changes.
Yeah.
And when we get uprooted, we feel unsafe, we feel insecure, we get scared, we buy into fear. Our immune system suffers because we go into fight or flight syndrome. So, does anybody want to know about some essential oils or
Yeah,
crystals?
absolutely.
Let's talk about that. What essential oils can you use for your first chakra? So we have, I don't have my glasses on, so I'm guessing. I already know. So I'm just going to go with what I know. We have cedarwood, essential oil. Patchouli is one of my all-time favorites. I love patchouli. Myrrh, that's another favorite, and musk. These are essential oils that have a frequency that helps the frequency of your first chakra come back into balance. Each of our chakras spin to a different frequency. From the 1st to the 7th, they're all a different frequency. So these specific oils have a frequency that reminds our first chakra, if it's underactive or overactive, if it's overactive, it slows down. And if it's stuck, then it speeds back up. So again, these essential oils are cedarwood, patchouli, my favorite, myrrh, and musk. So how you can use these, you can diffuse them. You can use them on the bottom of your feet, which is very grounding. And especially if you use the power symbol. So if you draw the power symbol, dab the oil on your fingers and draw the power symbol on the bottom of your feet, that's very grounding and very soothing for your first chakra. Put them on your wrists, anywhere that you can smell them is a good place to use these oils. Some crystals. If there's any of you out there who are crystal lovers, I'm definitely one of them. I grew up loving crystals. My grandmother had crystals all over in her house. They were in her plants. They were in her food cupboards. They were in her bed. They were, she used crystals everywhere. So I have a love for crystals. So first of all, when you think of crystals for the first chakra, think of that the first chakra is red. Each of the energy centers spin to a different frequency, color frequency of the rainbow. So the chakra is red. So think of red stones and also like ruby and fire agate. So you're also going to think of grounding stones. The element is earth in the first chakra. So the first chakra is all about being grounded, being connected to Mother Earth. So think of earthy colors. Think of brown stones. Think of the darker colored stones. Some of my favorites are garnet, hematite for sure. Hematite is very grounding and it strengthens your aura as well, not just your first chakra. Smoky quartz is awesome. Smoky quartz is also, smoky quartz helps to absorb negative energies and negative patterns. That's what we're talking about in the first chakra is tribal patterns. So the smoky quartz is very powerful for the first chakra. Also, one of my favorites is obsidian. You can get snowflake obsidian, which has the little white specks in it, or you can just get the regular obsidian, which is black. Black tourmaline is a great one for your first chakra. Not only is it good for your first chakra, but black tourmaline is good for strengthening your aura. So those of you who are empaths and are allowing other people's gunk into your space, the black tourmaline is good for the empaths. And if you are an empath and you're bringing that energy in, that adds to your first chakra not feeling safe and secure. So be very aware when you are around people, if you're an empath, and ask yourself, is this my fear or somebody else's fear? Be very aware. Self-awareness, self-empowerment, that's how you build your immune system. That's how you stay strong.
Wow. I made a note of that because I am an empath, and so are most of my students, Lisa, and I didn't realize either of those things. So thank you. Is there anything else that we need to know about the base?
Oh, are you serious? Hello. Yes, I have a book. Here, I think you should know everything in this book.
Oh, no, before you lead us in a meditation to heal our base chakra.
What do you think, Pam? How much time do we have to keep people with us?
We're good. We're good. I know you can go for 8 hours, but
I could. If everybody wants to bear with me, I can give you a list of just a few more things, some healthy steps that you can take.
yes, thank you, Lisa. That would
Healthy
be great.
steps.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Bear with me. I'm going to give you 6 more steps to take to create a healthy, strong root chakra. Okay, first one. If your original tribal roots are no longer available, find another sense of belonging to help you feel more secure in the world. For example, church gatherings or organized groups or clubs that support common beliefs. Your place of employment or school can also offer this type of tribal energy. Get bonded with your community by doing volunteer work that supports and builds a strong foundation for you and your community. So have a tribe.
Yeah. Wow. Great advice.
Just very simply find a tribe.
Yes.
Okay, number 2. This is easy. Keep familiar stuff around you that supports your sense of belonging. For example, house decor, photographs, grandma's old rocking chair. However, make sure you don't keep your house in stuck energy by having too many items to take care of, since that doesn't serve you either. Keep enough treasured items to help you feel secure, but not overburdened. So just those special little trinkets, those familiar things around you that you walk in and you go, oh, okay, I'm good. I'm good. I remember that. That was good times. Yeah, I'm good. Don't sabotage yourself by getting involved with people who don't support you. All those bubble bursters. Oh, they don't believe in what you're doing. They don't support your ideas. They think you're cuckoo, right? They have a tendency to uproot your being. So be aware of who you are surrounding yourself with most of the time. Now, I get that certain circumstances, certain family gatherings and social gatherings, we are around people who don't support our well-being. But we're strong enough for that. We can handle that for a short time, but don't make it a habit.
Right.
Don't make it a habit of keeping people in your space who sabotage your thoughts and feelings, who sabotage your well-being. Okay, number 4, create habits that support you or rhythms that are the same every day. Your first chakra loves this. Your first chakra loves rhythm. It loves doing the same thing day in and day out. So it could be a morning walk. Every day for a walk for 15 minutes. It could be a morning meditation. It could be nightly prayers. It could be an evening bubble bath where you actually shut the door and lock all the kids out. And then you put a towel underneath the door so little fingers don't come underneath the bottom. Mom, how much longer? My kids used to do that all the time.
I was going to say, you sound like you speak from experience.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Little fingers coming underneath the door. They won't say anything, but their little fingers were like, how much longer? It could be just sitting down having a cup of tea. And maybe it's a 10-minute tea time for yourself. Maybe it's 30 minutes by yourself. But find a habit that supports you, a good habit that you're doing every day. The first chakra loves doing the same thing over and over.
Mm-hmm.
Next one, acquire tools necessary to help you live in the world and to help you feel that the world is a safe place. For example, broaden your horizon and open plenty of doors for opportunity by educating yourself. Work on developing new skills to help you build a strong foundation. Think ahead and be prepared. So For example, my learning how to use the computer completely uprooted me. I didn't feel safe. I didn't feel secure. I didn't feel grounded. It completely uprooted me trying to learn how to use the computer. So I can either stay in fear and feel uprooted and feel scattered, feel like a harebrain, have all these thoughts going through my head that I'm dumb, I don't know how, I'm illiterate, I can't do the computer, which uproot me and then attacks my immune system. Or I can hire somebody to teach me how to learn the computer.
Mm-hmm.
So develop new skills. If you're like, for example, when I first became single, I was married for 26 years and then I became single. And it was even scary for me to turn on the lawnmower. It sounded loud, it was big, it was a lot of work, it was scary. And to use the power tools, that was scary for me. And I have a lovely neighbor who came over and helped me to learn all these power tools and all these, I call it boy stuff, but now it's boy stuff that an empowered woman does. It's woman stuff. It's not just boy stuff. But that stuff uprooted me. I was in fear of doing it. Then it made me feel afraid of being alone. And when I'm afraid of being alone, my immune system is affected. Right. So see, keep going back to the immune system, because when we have fear in our first chakra, it affects our immune system. So gather tools, gather your skills, get educated. If something frightens you, find somebody to teach you about it, learn how to do it, or just have somebody come in and do it for you. But gather the knowledge that you need so that you feel safe in this world, or this world can feel overwhelming. It can be scary. Learn how to live in it. Own your place to be here. You chose to be here. Learn how to live in it. That's how you're going to feel safe and secure. So one more thing, nourish your body. Build your immune system, which is directly related to your first chakra. Eat red fruits, eat red vegetables, take your vitamins, drink your water, and move your body, exercise. Have a routine. If maybe you say you do 10 squats a day, do something for your body. I love taking care of my body, and my body loves taking care of me. I am safe, I am secure, I am rooted, I am grounded. And there, I gave you a mouthful. I talked really fast.
You covered a lot of ground, Lisa. I love it. Thank you so much for all of that. I think we're at a point where we can move into a meditation now that can help our listeners with and ourselves with our base chakras. If anybody's driving, anybody listening that's driving, please hit pause or pull over, because I can speak from experience that Lisa's meditations go very deep. And so I'll turn it over to you, Lisa. And
all righty. You can lay down for this meditation, or you can sit straight up like what Pam and I are doing. And if you're laying down or sitting up, you can put your hands either in gasho in front of your heart, or just rest your hands palms up, rest your hands on top of your legs or on your body or on the ground somewhere. And take a nice deep breath. And if you're a Reiki practitioner, go ahead and activate your Reiki symbols, specifically the distant healing symbol. Okay, we're activating the distant healing symbol. And your eyes are closed. And you're going to take in one more deep breath. Relax your body. Just relax your mind for a minute. That was a lot of talking, a lot of information. It will be there for you later. For now, We're just going to relax and let the Reiki flow through your body. And now in your mind's eye, imagine that you see in front of you a beautiful bridge of light. This bridge of light is calling you to it. Go ahead and walk over to the bridge of light, stepping onto the bridge of light, and just walking across, feeling the energy of the bridge, the energy of the light coming into your body. Allow yourself to absorb the light and the energy. With every step you take, feel your body getting lighter and lighter. Every step you take across this bridge, your body is filled up with light. And now your body feels as light as a feather. Feel your body become light. And now you have come to the end of the bridge. As you step down off the bridge, you find yourself in a magical forest. Notice all the colors, how brilliant all the colors are. Beautiful colors of green, dark green, light green. The skies are incredibly blue. The flowers have every color imaginable. Bright purple, bright orange, bright red, bright yellow. There is a path in this forest that is laid out just for you. Continue walking through the forest, and with every step you take, feel the energy of Mother Earth coming up through the bottoms of your feet. And with every breath that you breathe in, feel the energy of this forest coming into your body. Become aware of all the different kinds of trees and plants and bushes. Perhaps some of the animals have come out to welcome you into their home. And now you become aware that you are on this path that is only for you. And this path is going to take you to a very special tree. This tree has been waiting for you, and only you. This tree is your specific connection to Mother Earth. Continue walking on this path, noticing all the different kinds of trees until you have come to your tree. Feel the energy and the wisdom of all the trees as you continue on this path. And now before you is your tree. There it is, standing in all of its glory, welcoming you. Go ahead and go to this tree, sit down, lean your back up against the tree. Feel the energy of this tree coming into your spine. Breathe in the energy of this tree. Feel the power and the support and the wisdom and the strength that this tree is offering you now. Feeling the energy vibrating each of your chakras. In your first chakra, in your tailbone area, feel the energy radiating from the tree. In your second chakra, below your belly button. Feel the energy coming in, radiating into your orange chakra. Feel the energy in your third chakra, in your belly, the yellow chakra. Feel the support coming from the tree into this energy center. Move into your heart chakra, leaning up against the tree again. Feel the strength of the tree behind your heart chakra. Feel the pounding of your heart connecting to the heart pounding in the tree. Feel the energy in your throat chakra, communicating with the energy of this tree. This tree is here just for you, to support you and love you. Allow that energy to come into your throat chakra. And then move that energy up to your third eye. With your third eye, see into the tree. See the wisdom. See the strength and the power this tree is offering you. Moving into your crown chakra, the top of your head. Allow the crown chakra to open and pull in all the energies from the top of the tree to the top of your head. Pulling in all the energies from this tree now. Feel your crown chakra opening even more, allowing even more of the power and the strength and the wisdom to come in this tree, the tops of the tree. And now expand the energy from your crown chakra up into the heavens. The crown chakra connects you to your highest self, the part of you that is God and Goddess. Here is where you meet your highest self that already has all of your answers. Your highest self that knows everything about you and knows exactly how to support your immune system. Your highest self knows you intimately and knows exactly how to take care of you. Bring your highest self into your body now. Your highest self coming into your body. Be with your highest self. Be with divine wisdom. Feel this energy coming all the way down your body. Divine wisdom, divine truth, divine power coming into your body as you lean up against this tree for strength. Bring this energy down into your first chakra. And now feel this energy going all the way down your legs and into your feet. You are grounding your highest self with Mother Earth. Be here now. You chose to be here in this time. You chose this beautiful body that has been given to you. You chose to be here now. Be here. Own your space. Feel yourself. Be grounded. Follow the roots of the tree. Take your own roots of your higher self down into Mother Earth. As you say to yourself, or say out loud, I now establish my divine self on this earth now. I establish my divine presence on this earth now. I establish my divine presence on this earth now. Allow yourself to be grounded and rooted. Bring your divine wisdom and your divine self here. Connect to Mother Earth. Be strong. Be healthy. Be supported. Be nurtured. Allow yourself this. I now establish my divine presence on earth. This is who I am. I am my authentic self. Feel the power in being your authentic self as you ground with Mother Earth. Feel the power in having your highest self connected to your earthly self. Feel the power of divine wisdom running through your body. Thank you, thank you, thank you, God and Goddess, infinite light and creator. Thank you for this earthly existence. Thank you for the spirit that guides my body, nourishes my body, builds my immunity and strength. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I am grounded. I am rooted. I am safe. I am secure. I am empowered as my authentic self. And so it is. And now bring your attention back into your body with a deep breath. As you take a deep breath, become aware of your body. Become aware of the here and the now, and know that tree is there for you anytime you need to go back. Anytime you need to pull on its strength, that tree is waiting for you. Bring yourself back into the here and now with a nice deep breath. Opening your eyes when you're ready.
Wow, Lisa, that was absolutely beautiful. Thank you so much for being here today. Thank you for helping everyone strengthen their root chakra and for that beautiful meditation. And I want to thank the listeners for being the bright lights that they are in the world, and ask them to keep themselves safe. Aho. Namaste.
Be happy, be healthy. Thank you, thank you, thank you, everyone. Thank you, Pam.
Thank you, Lisa.